Toronto, I'll ask a question. I don't have an attribute bonus in charisma. Am I going to need that with the ranger?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you want to talk to people, but predominantly no. It's a.
What if I want to talk to other types of animals?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Nature.
It'd be a nature. It'd be a nature roll, or
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a nature check.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm ready to go.
Good. No more questions, Dart. Last session, you had set off from Oleg's camp, going by way of the forest, heading southwards to where you believed the river bandits were. In the interim in that journey, you discovered a clearing in the forest that had a bunch of radishes in them, the radishes that Svetlana was looking for. But in order to retrieve the radishes, you needed to deal with a small group of kobolds who had got a little bit excited on the radishes and had decided that those radishes were theirs and they weren't going to allow anybody else to take them, which resulted in a minor fight between the group and the kobolds.
A little scuffle.
A little scuffle. After you dealt with the kobolds, you continued southwards, and you eventually, by searching along the northern part of the river, you finally discovered the location of the Thorn River Bandit Camp. Taking a little bit of time to sort of explore your surroundings, you decided to come in from the west and head across the river, dealing with the closest watchtower and then kind of moving westwards. So eastwards across the river and to the other camp, or the other part of the camp, where you met the leader and you eventually dropped everybody.
With an alarming number of criticals, I noticed on the video.
Oh God, there were loads of criticals rolling out.
Yeah.
Everybody, and especially Jack Holt and his pistol seems to crit every time he uses it. And I believe we left it with a couple of the bandits in the tower that had basically, thrown down their weapons and announced that they were surrendering.
I think one of them was asleep.
One of them is asleep, yes, You are correct.
And
I think the two in the tower are not asleep. I think the other one, the one to the north,
asleep,
is asleep.
Did we search them?
No, we didn't get that far.
No, last thing Zed said was you can search them all next week.
Okay, you can search them all next week.
He just said bring everybody to this area.
Yeah.
It's the stag-headed amulets, I think, that we need more of, don't we, for the
That's
party?
right, we get one each, weren't we?
Let me bring all the corpses over to the camp then, and then you can. It makes it easy then for you to loot them.
I think one person loot.
Yeah, I'll leave somebody else to do it.
The boss has a healing potion on there.
Yep.
And the boss got cut in. The boss got cut in half.
The boss did get cut in half. I forget who by. Barristan, wasn't it?
Barristan, yeah.
With a nice little buff.
I cast runic weapon on it and he criticals.
Coruscant, yeah.
Do you want to keep the leather armor and/or rations?
Keep the rations.
Always keep rations.
And the leather armor, is that worth?
Well, they're 2 gold each, so they're better than some of the other equipment. But it depends on the how much weight you can have on the stash.
Basically the cart, isn't it? Yeah.
How much does it have?
Some studded leather armor here as well. I won't loot the weapons for now then.
Well, the short bows are worth 3 gold. I'd leave the daggers and not worth anything.
Maximum bulk is 14 on the cart.
Oh, we're up
Thing
to
is,
11 now.
you say they're not worth anything, but they do add up, and they don't
Yeah.
weigh anything.
Yeah.
They barely weigh anything. So
Oh, right.
at the start of every silver counts, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
I've also put the food that I salvaged in the cart as well.
No, it's stopped letting me drag things over.
Same, it won't let me do anything.
I looted 3 corpses, but it won't let me do anything with the 4th one.
Try now.
Yep.
So I have to be on screen for you to do it. I can't be elsewhere looking at other maps. Good to know.
We're up to 13 bulk.
Maps.
But then... Say again?
Maps. That's what he was looking at. Honest.
There you go.
All of
Looted,
them.
I mean,
looted except the daggers.
we could just throw stuff away if we wanted to anyway.
Exactly. If we get overburdened, we can just chuck stuff out.
Mm.
Have we only got a small cart then?
Yeah, you've only got a small cart pulled by one horse.
We need a bigger cart. Like a wagon. Or a stagecoach.
10 foot long, 5 foot wide, 4 foot high, 3 foot price. Go 3 gold.
Oh, no wonder there doesn't have much weight if it's only 3 gold.
Does the horse have a name?
It says Medi's.
It's a horse with no name.
Medi,
It's called Garin's. Who's Garin's?
Garin. Garin's Medi.
Garin's? Medi?
I'm Garen.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't he?
The horse is called Pulling Cart.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's its name.
It's a good horse.
Pulling Cart. It's a good name.
Oh, Bostic.
Yeah, you see, I can't add the cart to the combat stash. To the combat tracker. Not the combat tracker, the party stat tracker. So it doesn't, because you can drag things onto the cart and it'll act as, have its own inventory. That's not a problem.
Well, I just put everything in the party stash rather than the cart.
It's fine.
Well, should we change the party stash to the cart?
Oh, hang on. Some of the...
Well, it depends. Can everybody see it?
Well, if I click on the... Well, it's right at the bottom.
Yeah, you can all see the cart.
Okay,
Okay.
we've got a problem now because we've got a cart and the party stash are both overflowing with stuff.
Yep.
The cart's got 10 and the party stash has got 13 stuff in it.
I can't see the party stash. Is that in...
It's above, you know, the party on the party screen. There's looks like a folder and a file. You click on the sheet and that opens.
Oh, right, gotcha. Yeah, thank you. I see.
So,
I want to add the teleportation trait to my cart.
I don't think you can do that.
Okay, right then.
we have a item.
There you go, Dart. I have moved everything. I'm not too worried about the bulk of the cart. I think we can just use a bit of common sense, right?
You've played with us before, haven't you, Zach?
We don't have any common sense in this game.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Especially you, Dart. Especially you, Dart.
Thank you very much.
I think what we'll say is we'll give you a 50 bulk on the cart for now. Once you hit 50, it's considered full.
Yeah.
I've left all the little things in the party stash, like all the potions and things, and I've put all your big armor items and stuff over in the cart.
Yeah, because the cart has like tents and things in it and fodder.
Yeah.
Fodder for the horse.
So you gather up all the bodies and you kind of stash them near the near where the camp was. The campsite was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Give me perception checks, everybody.
Ooh. Da. Where's the perception?
Attributes, but below the initiative stuff.
Gotcha. Oh, it says there's no encounter.
Won't let me roll.
No, that's because you're clicking on initiative. It's above initiative.
Right.
Above initiative.
Where are you getting to it, Jack?
I've got-
The drop downs at the top.
yeah,
So go to the attributes one.
and it's straight down to perception. At the
Right,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There you go. Oh, Jack, nice. Ember, nice.
Hmm.
Okay. Wandering the campsite, Jack and Ember together, you will find. We'll figure out where it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Because I'm just moving these just in case I've hidden something.
I was going to say it's like a hidden stash somewhere. That'd be fun to find.
Okay. Yes. There you go. I'll bring these two guys down because you're going to drag them down anyway. Okay, so hidden under the East Watch Post. Underneath these watch posts, there are a big stash of items. There are tents, firewood, fire, other and stuff like that. As you kind of sort your way through that, you will find what appears to be a bunch of items hidden underneath the main, the common items. So you should all be able to see the bandit stash now, and you can pull things out of there that you may wish.
I shall inform the rest of the party. Oh, look what we found!
Any sign of Svetlana's ring?
No,
That's
there
a-
isn't.
Not even on the leader. He's gone.
No, not even on the leader.
Maybe it was passed on to the bandit lord as like a valuable item, like a donation or something.
Shouldn't we be interrogating the prisoners?
There you go. I've just sent everything to party stash.
Thank you.
And then if anybody needs to drag things from party stash to cart, by all means do so. Looking at you, Tent. Not that they're actually that bulky, they're just
They're
just
cooked
light.
tents.
Yeah, they're light, aren't they? So they're not that
Yeah.
bulky.
Good enough. They're good
Why does it
enough.
say pup?
It's just the design. They're a small tent that's kind of 1.5 man, or 1 to 2 man.
It's a real thing, Dart. Just look up
Yeah.
tent
Cooked
online.
tent, yeah.
It's an American alternative rock album.
What in the stash?
No, the pup tent.
And then the other thing you'll find hidden in one of the in a hollowed out portion of the log is a small stone.
Is it shaped in any way? Is it like a gemstone, or is it just a?
Sharon Stone.
Give me 1 second. I'm just going to drag it into the party stash. What I would do if I could get my act together. It seems to be a.
Let's do that, shall we?
Oh, I thought it was mystified, but it's not. Idiot. Now it's mystified. Did anybody see what it was?
No.
No.
Okay,
I'll
so
be-
it appears to be
magic
some. It appears to be some kind of. Well, actually, you can interrogate the guards and they'll tell you what it is. So there's no point in doing that.
Where
But
did
that's really cool.
Where did you put it then?
Is it the unusual alchemical bomb?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I ascertain what that actually is then? Because I can actually make sort of crafting alchemy stuff.
Yeah. Hold on. There you go. There should be. Oh, what have I done? Hang on.
Oh.
Hey, there you go. There is an identify alchemy DC 15. Shouldn't tell you that. An identify alchemy check. So if you've got the ability to do that, go click on it.
I haven't seen anything in chat. Is this part of the character then?
It's in chat.
Oh, right. I need to scroll down. Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
right at the
scroll
bottom.
down.
It's not magical, by the way, Coruscant.
Right.
Nope, you failed. Anybody else want to try it?
Is it a crafting roll?
It is a identify roll.
I could do a crafting roll.
Mhm.
If I can
Yeah,
find
so crafting check. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I know exactly what it is.
Nice.
I mean, I probably don't, but
Mhm.
There you go. Interesting. I was just testing something out. So my end, I can allocate success and failure to each of you, and then you need so many in order to retrieve it. Anyway, you identify it. Certainly, Coruscant and Jack will identify it as Coruscant and Kendall as a blasting stone. So it's something that you can throw. It explodes with a deafening bang. A blasting stone deals the listed sonic damage and sonic splash damage, and each creature within 10 feet of space. Must succeed a DC 17 Fortitude save or be deafened until the end of its next turn.
sounds pretty useful.
Okay,
It's a flashbang, isn't it?
it is a flashbang. Yeah.
Open the door, tuck it in, close the door.
Wait for it to go bang, and
And then
deal
go in
with
and clean up. Yeah.
Okay, you have a couple of live bandits that are sat kind of sullenly on the floor with Barristan kind of sharpening his sword and cleaning it just nearby, close enough for them to get the message that he's a bit unhappy with them.
Mhm.
Anything you want to ask them?
Mhm.
And we should ask them for locations of other camps and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Any other activity around the place. We need to know if they know anything about the ring.
And also, have they come across the Bandit Lord?
Yeah, where do we find him?
Even just as a lackey, just looking on the situation? Could they give any description of him? Or have they not met or been in the vicinity of the Bandit Lord?
Also, if there's any more of this camp missing.
They'll they'll tell you that you've kind of found everything in the camp that you need to. They tell you that the Stag Lord is their boss. A monster of a man is the words they use. A Deadeye with the bow, and able to crush a prisoner's hand to mush in a single fist. And the other one kind of says, yeah, come to think of it, I've never seen him without his creepy stag helmet. I don't think he's got a face. I think the helm is his face.
He could just be really ugly.
He
Disfigured.
could just, yeah.
Have really bad teeth. Something like that. And he's,
One of them tells you it's very hard to know who's working for the boss, how many different camps. The camps all kind of keep to themselves and then send representatives to the boss on a regular basis. And it kind of looks at like all the paraphernalia and stuff under the watchtower. And he sort of, he says that is the levy for the boss. There is a password, though, to get into the fort that sits on the northeast shore of the Tuskwater. And it says the password, unless it's changed recently, is by the bloody bones of St. Gilmorg, who wants to know. Also tells you that they've heard of a old man that's locked up in the basement of the fort. Nods over at the body of Cressel. She's seen him, or she'd seen him. She reckoned he was actually running the show, and that the Stag Lord was just a puppet. But the old guy kept himself to himself. She said when she saw the old guy, he absolutely terrified her. Was somebody that she just didn't want us to cross. And then on the question of where Svetlana's ring is, the other one, the other one sort of shakes his head. A couple of bags of loot was stolen a while back by a group of filthy gremlins, in little pests, live under the old sycamore tree to the east. We were lucky that what they snatched was mostly just copper and some cheap-looking trinkets. Otherwise, the Stag Lord would have had our skins for sure. The ring we took from the trader woman was in there, though. I'm sure of it.
That's to the east.
Yeah.
The sycamore tree.
Mm.
There's got to be one more. Is there any? Can they be any more precise? There's got to be one more than one sycamore tree out there.
Stands on its own atop a small hill. You won't miss it when you see it.
it'd be the one with a load of gremlins with it as well. So,
And it'll be the one with a load of gremlins in it, yeah.
All right.
Svetlana's ring's seen a bit of action and travel on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it has definitely seen a bit of action.
Had to be said.
No.
No comment.
God, I must be tired. It took me a while to figure that one out.
It's been around.
It's tarnished as well, all this time it's spent outdoors.
Oh no.
What's up with you, guy?
All right.
You should know by now that what we're like.
Zed,
So what are we doing?
I'll start getting 3 lengths of rope out
Okay.
and measuring them out for a good 3 good strong trees.
Okay. No problem.
I'm climbed up this tree.
You've climbed up the tree now.
Well, I've climbed up the palisade and then I've just walked across the branches.
Okay. That's fine. You can do that. Am I taking it then that you're effectively going to string up the 3 bandits and leave them there as a warning to all of the bandits about banditry in these lands?
I think that central tree is the hanging tree. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give
Which central
I'll give
tree?
a hand as well.
The one that you're stood on, Dart.
Oh, for God's sake! Really?
Can I shout up to
Throw
Ember?
me the rope and I'll tie it up.
Can I shout it to Ember and say, can you look to the east and see if you can see that tree or see the hill with a tree on it?
To the east.
You can definitely look to the east, but no, you can't see it.
Ah, okay.
There's too many trees in the way.
It's this one here, just on screen. Oh yeah, didn't see that.
Oh, it's there.
Any more
How
questions?
high is 25 feet in meters anyway?
25 feet in meters is
7 or 8.
7 or 8 meters, yeah.
That's like as tall as a bus.
25 feet is about the height of a normal house, right?
Yeah, 10 foot of floor.
Mm.
I say normal, my house is a little bit bigger than that, but it's 20 foot. It's 20 foot to our window in the top of the upstairs landing from the floor of the landing. We got a huge pitch roof.
Yeah, we've got, this is an old Victorian built in like 1894, and the ceilings have been massive, like 10 feet high. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
A painter's nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Not just that, keeping the house warm as well.
Okay, so much to the surprise of the bandits, they don't really realise what's going on until they see the ropes go over the trees, and then they kind of like start pleading a little bit for their lives, but it kind of falls on deaf ears, and at the motion of Barristan and Kendall, you drag them over. There's a little bit of complaining and shouting and sort of yelling that that's not fair and stuff like that, and then you do the deed.
Dance,
I'm
baby,
sure
dance.
Harrison will give them last rites or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he would as well. And so after sort of half an hour, you kind of watch them give their final jerks and dances, and then they kind of hang there silent.
Well, that was a bit of a bloody affair, but well deserved.
Mm.
All right. What's the plan?
Well, let's
So-
rest for the night.
Oh.
It's
Evening
probably
day.
not much. It's probably not much more than sort
Oh,
of
it's at lunchtime,
lunchtime.
isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's probably not much more than lunchtime.
Have a little bit to eat then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Have I missed
Short
that?
rest. You've just missed the hanging, yes.
Oh,
The one key thing that you've learned that's new that you didn't already know is that Svetlana's ring was taken a couple of days ago, along with some bags of loot, by a group of filthy gremlins that have a lair under the old sycamore tree to the east.
when he says gremlins, does he mean kobolds?
At some
Gremlins.
point, I heard a comment about a tarnished ring, and I figured I'd better
Yeah.
take my headphone out after that.
Yeah,
That was a different conversation.
that was definitely a different conversation. But it was all about Svetlana's ring.
Yes.
Mm.
So after partaking of a lunch, you are effectively free to do as you need to.
Can I just say I love the snow effect on the screen?
It's beautiful,
Good,
isn't it?
isn't it?
It's not snow.
It is winter.
Mm.
It's evil sprites, not snow.
Transferred into a different game. It's actually Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could pack up and start making a move after lunch. Short rest.
Yep, definitely.
You absolutely could, yes.
Right, let's do that then.
Let's get rid of them. Get rid of them.
How did everybody fare in that fight, by the way? Was everyone reasonably well?
Yeah.
I myself am perfectly
Yes.
fine.
As I am, yes, thank you.
I do believe our friend Jack really took the brunt of everything and was very resilient and cleared the way for us.
If you could say that.
I
I was a
can
little
indeed
bit
say
dizzy
that.
after. Still a bit
You
dizzy.
effectively, you have one more X activity, or one more activity that you can perform today before reaching night time.
Oh
Does Jack need a little first aid, or
no, I
Okay.
think I'm fine. I just walked into a tree stump. I think
You did?
I tried
Oh,
to
you
jump
did, yeah.
over it, and I just bounced off it.
well, do we think the sycamore tree is fairly close by?
All you got was that it's to the sort of to the east, but no real. And then when asked where, it was a case of you would know it when you see it. It stands on its own atop a small hill.
We could try and track down that hill.
Go that way. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
You want to head into that, so you can travel into that hex.
Let's reconnoitre.
Zed, I need your help with something. My shield boss is no longer attached to my steel shields because my steel shield had disappeared.
Okay.
How did you connect it?
I think I just dragged it onto your steel shield. I'll have a look in a minute. I'll have a look at break or something.
Mm.
I tried dragging it and it didn't work.
Alright,
Didn't,
so you
We're
had
in party mode, aren't we?
didn't we want to explore the train we were already in?
Isn't that how we found the camp?
that's how you found the camp in the first place. You'd reconnoitred that hex.
Oh, okay. You updated it. That's all.
Yeah, it should be updated. Oh no, hang on.
Oh, I think something went wrong with my character import.
I haven't done. Yeah, your character import didn't work for some reason.
Something did, because it changed my deity and a few other bits and pieces.
Okay.
What is Ember's survival?
I think it's a 7.
Okay.
Okay, so as evening falls, we switch to our usual camping fiasco.
No,
I
it's
mean,
6.
camping activities. Is Dart going to prepare camp again? Yes, he is.
Oh, right. Okie dokie.
And he is going to
An aid-
fail.
Was there not an aid on that?
I failed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear.
However, it has given you camping activities, so maybe you didn't fail. I don't understand.
Didn't critically fail.
Isn't that the same as last week?
Oh, it says it will work,
Itchy
but
head.
it's not the best.
Okay.
No, last week was a critical fail.
Campsite activities
-2.
required checks of -2 penalties.
Yeah. So it's starting to get dark. It's about 6:30 in the evening. So feel free to decide how you're allocating yourselves.
To me, they're all allocated,
Mine too.
which is why I'm quizzing. Is it the same as last week when I rolled a critical on camp management?
It shouldn't be. So
I need to refresh.
It saves the setup, doesn't it?
it saves the setup. So I'm just going to clear everybody out.
Oh, okay.
There isn't a way for me to easily reset this, and then you can reallocate yourselves accordingly for your first action.
Yeah, because we got a critical pass, didn't we, last?
Yeah,
last week,
that's
and then
right.
Got 2 actions.
Do you want me to do the camp management again? I can do
Why
that
not?
if you wish.
I think it seems sensible.
Yeah.
Can we do a couple of things that you said?
Not
You
right
can.
now. You can do one thing.
Right. Okay.
If the camp management is a success and a high success, like a critical success, I think that everybody gets to do a second action.
That's my. Just hold on. Let me have a look.
Dad?
Yeah?
I sent you that message about that feat I picked up and how it would play with the camp because I picked up seasoned. You've mastered the preparation of many types of food and drink. You gain +1 circumstance to craft for making food and drink.
Gotcha.
In which case, I'll swap to enhancing your campfire, sir.
Could Ember do the camp management? Because Ember.
Yeah, no, it's fine. She can do camp management. Yeah, just don't delete yourself from the icons at the top.
Somebody to do stealth.
So if I remove myself
Yeah, you
from
need to
that,
switch to,
and then Ember can do the camp management because you've got higher survival than me, haven't you?
yeah. Is that the one where I give people?
And then I could drag myself down onto the other one, survival one down at the bottom.
I've got
Uh,
6 survival as well. I'm pretty good
Oh,
at it. But
right, let me just come out of. Do you want to do the survival, or are you okay where you are?
well, my perception is +8, so I'm better at that.
Oh, right, okay. That's okay, dokie.
Yeah, so it's not letting me drag Coruscant onto that because it's got a cooking requirement for that feat.
Can I? I don't know where. Where's my character sheet? I've got cooking.
You got
What's it
perception
now?
of 8, did you say? Okay.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, me too. So I'm
I
better
can't
for
change it either.
Shall I roll?
Cooking's a low skill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to switch over to camouflage because I've got a stealth of 7.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, definitely.
Do you want me to just add a low skill in?
Yeah, just add law
Just
cooking in.
Right.
Yeah, add law cooking in just for the sake of it for now.
Okay, it's not letting me do it for some reason.
What are you trying to do, Medi?
Camouflage.
Do you have
Oh,
stealth trained?
I do, yes.
There you go then.
Mm.
Right, just wait for Sorentar to fix his character and drag himself on. Okay, that's discover special meal. That's not cook a meal. There is a difference.
All right, I'm going up there then. No,
Discover special meal basically allows you to kind of create buff meals. So you're gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Dart, roll your camp management.
Oh dear.
Fail your Dart.
I'm not doing very well.
Okay. Everybody else roll their skills if you've got one allocated to your selection.
-2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's also. Oh, nice.
No.
Okay. So Jack, you go out and you come back a couple of hours later with a whole raft of items, a big brace of kind of rabbit and some like special mushrooms.
Oh right, I like mushrooms.
Add that to your party stash.
So we need somebody to cook those.
Okay. Yeah.
There's already something in the party stash anyway.
Okay.
I think that's the second time I've fallen asleep on watch.
That is the second time you've fallen asleep on watch.
It's been a hard day.
All right. Finally, get to choose your meal for the night.
I fancy the hearty meal after coming back.
Yeah.
Don't I? Can I just move myself onto? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
The hearty meal is 4 ingredients. So
Oh,
we have 40, so that's enough to feed 10 of us.
Yeah, you do have
We've got
quite a
enough.
bit.
So we can
All
definitely
right.
have a hearty meal.
okie dokie.
Wait, what?
All right.
I'm just putting my character in on the builder's ad in here because it's
Yeah. Yeah, it's just easy enough to do it that way. Okay, so those of you who are having a basic meal,
Mhm.
Why is the DC higher on a basic meal than a hearty meal?
Hmm.
Good question. It might also be because you've had a penalty.
No, I mean just looking at the basic meals.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's that -2, isn't there?
Mhm.
What's
Okay. Each of you roll your survival rolls.
Are you saying the DC's higher on a basic meal?
It's
That's-
minus
yeah.
one.
Well, no, I just looked at the hearty
Oh
meal.
my
Oh,
god.
nice. Right after my critical failure. Me and Sorentak can see our ribs.
Eat my fucking rations. Did this last time. It's absolutely pointless.
Yeah, it is absolutely pointless. Okay. I guess I don't know whether everybody
hang on.
rolls or whether one person rolls for everybody that's chosen. It's not really
'cause
clear, is it?
I just rolled and it came up as. Why am I rolling as Sorentar?
Don't know. I'll figure that out. Anyway, okay.
No, I'd have to have this explained to me. Why do you need to roll a survival check to eat a basic meal when it's already been cooked? Surely there should be a cooking check,
Choking
and that should just be what you eat. I don't get this. I don't understand this mechanic. I don't know why it's there.
So it is.
It's what it is. It's there, but so let's not take away from the game. But it just doesn't make logical sense to me.
Yeah, did that not send? So it says the idea of the basic meal, you prepare a delicious meal. On a critical success, the character who eats this meal recovers. So I guess it's one person who rolls it for each person that's selected that option.
Oh.
If you get a critical success, and anybody who eats the meal recovers hit points equal to their Constitution modifier multiplied by twice their level when they rest during the camping session instead of the normal amount, and they gain +1 stat bonus to all saving throws until they complete their daily preparations or begin adventuring again. If you get success, you gain a +1 stat bonus. If you fail, it's pretty bad. And then on your hearty meal, everybody's supposed to the eater recovers an additional amount of hit points equal to their level when they rest based on their favourite meal. So I think the idea with a hearty meal is that each of you, if you look at your characters at the top, you should be able to do favourite meals, and then each person selects a meal that's their favourite, and then you get the value and the benefit of those meals. So as an example, something like jeweled rice, if you had the ability to select jeweled rice, it gives you a +1 status bonus to acrobatic checks to escape for 24 hours. The eater can step, so twice during the next 24 hours when the eater takes a step action, they carefully move 10 feet instead of 5 feet. So they kind of give you buffs, the special meals. But until you've learnt the recipes, you don't have the ability to select them, which is why somebody being able to learn new recipes based on things that you've done and gathered is kind of what that's about, I believe.
Yeah, it just seems a bit of a daft mechanic because it'd be the cook that makes the meal and gives you the bonus. It wouldn't be, like a hero's. If it was a spell, it'd be a hero's feast, and that'd give you a bonus. You wouldn't then on a hero's feast make a survival check for it to impact you. So for me, it's a second roll after you should really have had a roll initially. It's an odd one. It's an odd one. It just doesn't work for me.
It might be in case you're lactose intolerant.
It could be, in which case you tell the chef, don't you?
Yeah, but so here's the thing. So
If you look at Dart's failure,
Oh,
it
it
says
says
the character gains no special benefits from the meal, though it still prevents starvation. So if you get a failure on a meal that would give you buffs, you don't get the buffs.
yeah,
it's only a
So-
critical fail you get.
You let it go cold, or you spilt it, or
Oh,
something.
if you click on cook meal, it actually says cook special meal.
yeah.
We can't do that.
You can. You spend
Nice.
2 hours preparing a special meal. Choose a special meal whose recipe the party knows, and then expend the basic and special ingredients required for each serving you wish to prepare, as well as 1 day's ration or provision from subsisting per serving. Special blah blah blah. So I think, sorry, I think you're right in that actually it seems a bit weird. I think you roll against your survival check. So if I go back to here, survival is based on Coriston's roll, and then basic meal is also based on Coriston's roll. So it's effectively Coriston is spending 2 hours cooking the meals that everybody's chosen, and determines whether he succeeds at each meal or fails at each meal. So it is only.
Again, why would that be survival if it's you've got cooking or you've got a feat that allows you to specifically cook meals? I think if you didn't have cooking, then it would be survival to survive, wouldn't it? But
Yeah.
Oh, it says on special cooking, it says use your survival check or a cooking law check to determine the effect.
Did you add cooking law to your character?
no, because I took it off because I wasn't using the other one.
Okay.
Let me see if I put it back on. Whether there's something on that drop down, because that'd make sense.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We'll just spend 5 minutes just figuring this out for a second, and then we'll move on.
No worries.
Once the party finishes all camping activities and the characters have chosen which meal.
There you
they
go.
want to
Absolutely, look.
attempt a survival check or a cooking law check to determine the effectiveness of your special meal.
There's a drop down
The
now.
check required
Yeah.
varies by recipe. Unless the special meal description says otherwise, the effects last until the next time the party prepares a camp or 24 hours.
And if you notice now, the skill check is way easier.
Because I've got +8 instead of -1.
Yeah.
Because I'm a chef.
So where do I click this, by the way?
You
Party
wouldn't
meal
click it.
success, or
Yeah, you wouldn't click it. So I think what we're working out here is whoever has set themselves as cooking the meal is the person that makes the roll for each of the categories that have been selected.
I see.
That makes sense.
Right,
Yeah,
so-
definitely makes sense.
I was just thinking that.
And that's why if you look now on both the basic and hearty meal, there's an option to select cooking or survival, because Sorentar's character has both.
Got it.
Fantastic.
Okay, we fixed it. Okay,
Yeah, makes sense now.
it
Just
makes-
before.
it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Okay.
Want me to re-roll those, by the way? Or have you already done
No,
it?
it's fine. It's fine. All right.
It's fine unless they're a critical failure.
Yeah, there wasn't a critical failure. I think we're all good. Okay, so
Are we
following
next day?
day, you wake
Oh,
feeling refreshed.
do my crafting
You can do your crafting.
if I can find it. Okay. Crafting.
Do your daily preparations.
Yeah, I'm going to do my daily preparations.
Oh,
Why is my
Do
top
I need
bar's
to
not
do
working?
anything for my spells, by the way? Well, one spell.
Sorry, Dot.
Do I need to do anything for my focus spells?
Don't think so.
Did it come over with the input?
Yeah.
No, it should just refresh, and you should just have one focus point to cast it.
I don't know what my focus point is. It says I've got a focus pool, but not a point. Oh, is
Yeah,
that what the little circle means?
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, you have. I think you have a number of focus points equal to 3, or however many focus spells you have, whichever is bigger.
I think I've just got one.
I think it's just one with
one.
focus spell.
Okay,
Yeah, you gain more as you get more focus spells,
gotcha.
and then you can choose between whatever they are.
I'm trying to
Okay.
grab Mystic Armor onto myself.
Yep.
Need to put effects. Oh yeah, I've got like 27. Let me get rid of all these. Sorry, it's done it without me.
You've got 27 instances of Mystic Armor running on you, have you, Medi?
It looks
That's
that way.
just cheating.
I'm deleting 3 of them.
Okay. All right, so you've got a choice now. You can reconnoitre this hex if you wish, or you can continue travelling. Because you are... yeah, you can... you have 2 hex activities, so you're on...
Well, let's recognise this one again and see if we can see a big sycamore tree.
I would say, yeah.
Or a hill.
Okay.
I remember how reconnoitre works. Okay. So as you kind of
There you
Mm.
as you travel through the this isn't quite right, is it? There we go, that's better. Yeah, as you kind of travel through this area, you kind of move out of the green belt into sort of the central stolen lands again, kind of coming out of the trees and down into the plains. You begin to kind of search around and kind of take a look for anything that you think that might be of interest. There is a small there's a small line of hills to the southeast of the forest that kind of catches your attention, and as you kind of head yourself towards them, everybody give me perception checks.
Okay. Right. Perception.
If anybody gets,
Can't find perception.
again, it's character sheet, or it's
Left
yeah.
hand
You
side.
won't have you won't have your token on this screen because it's at the party level. So you would need to open your character sheet and then select it, and it's above the section where it says initiative.
Initiative. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't click on it for some reason. Why that? Oh no.
There's a
It's-
dice.
It's the dice, and it's above the initiative section.
Gotcha. Thank you. Oh, I rolled
No worries.
poorly anyway.
Okay. Ariston and Kendall, as you kind of traversing through these kind of this small line of hills, you notice that one of the crags kind of there's kind of a crag that kind of juts out from one of the hills, and you can see what appears to be a small crack at the base of it, approximately 5 feet wide.
A small crack, did you say?
Yes, the base of the crack.
Well, that could be an entrance.
Mm.
How do we feel about leaving unexplored things behind us?
No, let's have a look at this. If it's a crack.
Yeah.
We can have a quick look in. I mean,
Here we
if it
go.
starts leading down into the Underdark, then we'll spend the next 6 months doing that.
Yeah.
Is it worth checking the area for tracks?
Can I just
Yes.
Bring my some dark vision from my character as well.
Okay, yeah. Give me a survival check to see what tracks are around here.
Poke around for tracks with a
Nice.
natural 20.
There doesn't appear to be any tracks as far as you can tell. But as you kind of get close and sort of examine this kind of crack at it's got to say it's 5 foot wide. It does seem to open out into a wide crevice that seems to slightly go down a little bit. And what you notice is the far wall that it's in darkness, but it does seem to be giving off as some kind of sparkly kind of refraction of light.
Ooh, look! I got the +1 from my goggles.
Coruscant, I think this is you. This is your thing. It looks like magic-y shit in here.
Really? Okay.
Sparkly stuff.
Well,
Is it
I
like
don't
sparkly,
think-
like fungus or like slime? Or
or crystal.
No, it seems
That's
something.
crystal on the wall.
It seems to be more natural. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
I will.
that's
I will do that
corresponding.
anyway. I will do that anyway.
Oh, nice.
Just in case. And if I don't pick up any magic, it's like, nope, that's nothing I can deal with.
No, you don't seem to pick up any magic.
I'm going to have a wander and take a closer look at sparkly stuff then, if it's not magic.
Okay. As you push your way through the 5 foot crack, it opens out into sort of a 20 foot. It starts to open up a little bit into a sort of a 20 foot deep crevice that's probably somewhere between 5 and sort of anywhere between 4 and 6 feet wide. And then as it kind of goes in and slightly downwards, it seems to open up into a huge sort of 30 foot diameter cave. And there is definitely... Do you have some kind of light source with you?
Ignore that.
Oh shit! I've just realised I'm a human now. I don't have
You don't have dark vision.
I mean, I'll probably there as
Yeah.
well with dark vision. So.
Okay.
Wait, who's got dark vision?
not fucking me.
I don't
Okay.
either. I
I've gotten that.
changed it. Got
I will
torches.
cast light.
Me. Anybody inside, give me... Yeah, you should see that nature roll. Give me a nature roll.
Missing statistics on selected actors.
Yeah, you don't have a token there, so you're going to have to do it off your sheet. Dot.
Okay, hang on. Here's what I can do. I can do something really magical. Oh, yeah, use your sheet.
My sheet.
Just catch you.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, dear.
I'm not trained, so it's not my thing.
There seems to be some kind of fleck of material inside the natural cave walls. And as you kind of look at it, you're just not quite sure what you're looking at.
Is it purely a trained roll? Oh,
I did
now
it.
it's got it. Now it's got it.
Okay. Ember kind of pushes her way through this crack and goes inside. And Ember, you kind of look for a second and you go, oh, that's interesting. That is a vein of gold.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
That sounds
Okay.
like something that we should take note of, and I wonder if we can
exactly.
hide the, seal the crack or something for now, and then come back with some dwarves and some pickaxes.
Maybe drag some bush over the entrance.
Big bag of drill. Set up a mining camp.
Or some Texans.
So there you go. I've just opened this up for you a little bit. So yeah, so you have in this area a potential gold mine.
We're rich.
I like the sound of that.
I'm rich.
You are rich.
I indeed.
And so it's kind of, so that kind of emphasizes why it's kind of important to reconnoiter, at least reconnoiter the hexes, because then you can start finding interesting things like there's a gold mine here.
Future
In time,
resources.
when you start to think about setting up your kingdom, you'll be eventually able to put a mine down.
Hmm.
Mm.
And exploit resources.
And exploit resources. Okay. But, you know, looking around the rest of this area, you know, sweeping the whole area, that seems to be the only real thing of interest. There's nothing else that kind of grabs your attention here. Yeah.
In which case, let's move on to this one, if that's okay.
Is it worth taking just a little bit of gold from the seam so we can try and get it assayed or something, see if it's have the purity? Or does that not matter, Zed?
It doesn't matter in the strictest of senses, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Move on then.
You still have well, that's your entire. No, yep. You still have a move. You still have one more exploration action. So you're going to move. Which way are you going to move to? To there. Yeah, and it is straightforward. Okay. Once again, we hit nighttime for camping.
Mm.
And I keep losing the camping icon.
I do like this part of the game where you actually reconnoiter an area and see what's in there.
Yeah, same.
It sort of makes you want to discover each area, each hex, to see what's about.
Exactly. It is.
Makes
Yeah.
it very, very interesting when you're exploring a world.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it takes time to move along, so to speak, but I think it's very, very interesting.
Well, this is going to hopefully be our land, so we need to find out what's in each.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I have just completely lost something and my brain stopped working. Happens all the time.
I think you might need a shot of whiskey. That'll sort you out.
No, it's not a whiskey shot that I need, chat.
It's a vodka shot.
It's a. I drink a whiskey drink. I drink a vodka drink. I drink a cider drink. I sing songs about the good times and songs about the bad times. Oh, Danny boy. Dart's probably like, what the hell is he on about?
Takes me back a bit.
That reminds you where Eagles Dare. Danny boy, Danny boy.
So, sorry, I was being a bit obtuse then.
Okay,
Oh, it's
okay.
a bit dodecahedron.
Okay, so we have you have advanced another hex. Okay.
Dart, you can do it, buddy. Do it.
Yeah, go for it, Dart.
Go
Are
for
you once again preparing the campsite for the group
Oh,
as the ranger?
okay.
I was about to say, possibilities. You've got to get a
My
success.
rolls
at
are
one
terrible
point.
today.
You are rolling absolutely rubbish, yes. And once again, you prepare a campsite. It will definitely work, but it's not the best campsite ever. So how are we going to apportion our group's activities as you settle in for the evening for the next couple of hours?
I'm going to camouflage this campsite.
Go for it.
Try to hunt and gather again.
Okay.
Success.
We'll see what we get. Oh dear, that's not very good. I think I found some poison mushrooms.
Okay, one person can do an extra camping activity.
It's not one person, it's everybody.
I thought that was only a critical success.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
One PC may attempt 2 activities. Yes, correct. Okay. Anybody else want to do something different? Something else, sorry. Organised watch was a success. That makes it harder to find the camp.
My high camouflage camp didn't work.
No.
Well, I could either continue to enhance the campfire, or I could help with meal cooking.
Matt, did you want to tell us a campfire story because it's performance?
It can only be one.
One person, did you say?
Yeah, just one person, unfortunately.
I'll take me off that. Hang on. What do we get for a campfire story? Is it a bonus?
The boss covers, yeah.
Yeah.
You inspire your allies.
Checks all campfire activities gain a +1 circumstance bonus if the person in master performance gains a +2 circumstance boost bonus.
Attack roll saving throws during combat at the campsite. Yeah. Okay. You're bolstering confidence. All right. Everybody made their rolls. Yep. Let's go to cooking then. And let's have Sorentar cook meals for people. Are we changing our options here?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a basic meal.
Okay.
Where do we change options, by the way?
You just drag yourself to a different between basic meal, hearty meal, rations, or skipping your meal.
I didn't do that last time. It won't let me done.
You should get a +1 bonus as well, hopefully.
How do I remove myself?
Just drag yourself from the top, I think, to a different
top, yeah, to a box, yeah.
Do not remove yourself, because we know that resets the camp. Okay, Sorentar, roll the cooking skills for both, please.
Okay. That bonus. Oh, there was a prepare campsite failure, wasn't there?
Yeah.
No.
Right, good roll this time, out of 20.
Can I use a hero point on that?
Oh.
Are we able to?
You
I can, yeah.
Can, yes.
Go kiss my ass.
I'm kissing it, yes.
It's right, you'll get a 20 on the next one, don't worry about it.
Oh, no, he gets a critical success. Apply meal.
Well, that was because I was cooking my food.
Yeah.
The hearty meal.
Who are you peasants?
All right. Okay. Let's have a look.
I think you got to hit the apply meal effect. Oh, Zed's doing that.
Some of this stuff I can't seem to be able to configure Zed, so we might have to try and mess around with imports later.
Yeah, we'll do. Okay. All right. Following day, let's do a rest action.
Oh, right. We have to do the crafting again, don't we?
Yeah.
Well,
where's the crafting?
do you? Since we haven't actually done anything about thingies.
Oh, hang on. That's top right. Yeah.
Some of this doesn't quite make sense. Some of this this crafting, this camping thing doesn't quite make sense. It's not quite doing what you think it should do. Anyway, okay.
We're going to get wet.
Moist.
You are going to get wet. You haven't reconnoitred here. You've just moved here. Do you wish to reconnoiter and then move again, or do something else?
Oh yes, please, Mike.
Reconnoiter, please. Yep.
Cool.
Sounds like we're going to end up doing that for pretty much everything, aren't we?
Yeah.
It
How
is.
quickly we want to be moving, I guess.
Yeah, it depends how quick you want to move. If you've got a reason to move from A to B, and bearing in mind this is kind of advancing days here. Okay, so reconnoitering this area. As you kind of sweep through this part of the central stolen lands, sort of, you kind of break out of a small copse of trees, and ahead of you are just a vast plain opens out. And as you kind of continue heading sort of in that easterly, slightly southeasterly direction, you can see in the very distance what appears to be a small rise, followed by what looks like a tree standing atop it.
Sorry, in this hex or in the next one, Zed? How far?
No, in the one that you're in.
Is it perhaps a sycamore tree?
Well, as you get closer, everybody who's trained in nature, give me a nature roll.
I mean, Barriston's literally asking, is that perhaps a sycamore tree?
If it is, we're going to chop it down.
Well, actually rolled nicely once.
You did. Ember, as you kind of look at this tree, as Barriston asked the question, you kind of shake your head and no, it's an oak tree.
Anything special about the oak tree?
Are you approaching it?
Is it an old oak tree?
Perhaps we should.
It is an old oak tree.
Does it have a
Yeah.
yellow ribbon tied around it?
No, but it does appear to have been struck by lightning.
Ooh. Well, can I go
Ooh.
look at it?
I think we should approach.
Can I ask Coriston,
Is that a
does
good
that
idea when
have,
it's raining?
does that have any magical significance? An oak tree struck by lightning? I asked Coriston.
Depends if it was a lightning bolt. I don't know. it's a tree. They do get struck, but
I just wondered if it's got any like anything.
Yeah, I thought all them stories about wizards' staves and things were made of the oak of a lightning-struck tree and all this, that, and the other.
yeah, that's what
I heard.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
God,
going to
close
pull a
look.
yellow ribbon out of my backpack.
Say that. You don't have a staff, do you?
I do. Yes.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Give me.
Oh, we'll try and stealth.
Just a normal one though.
Just in case there's something around me.
Yeah, give me stealth roll.
And a terrible one.
If you're just trained in survival, you may make a survival check.
Oh. Oh, it won't let me do that, so I have to do it from the character sheet.
Can I re-roll that with a hero point?
Right click and select hero point, yep.
No, much better.
Hmm.
Are there any tracks around this area?
That's why people are rolling for survival.
Sorry.
No, there doesn't appear to be. The rain seems to kind of just made all the ground around the tree rather soggy.
Can I? Is this? Are we still tracking stuff? Because
How do you mean?
I still get that +1 bonus for tracking.
Yeah, it still counts. If it's tracking, it's not tracking that you're doing that. Oh, yeah. So what did you roll, Ember?
14, so it would be 15 if I was using my goggles.
Yeah. Still not going to tell you anything.
Okay.
Can I just say gremlins? Do we know anything about gremlins?
No.
I asked just an open question to the party. Do we know anything about gremlins?
Gremlins? No.
You don't feed them after midnight.
Oh,
I recall
Oh,
any
no.
knowledge off any of my skills there. What is it? Is it a cult or a can?
I'm just gonna.
would it be
Unless you want to make a fur farm, in which case you do get them wet and just
Yes.
keep on top of the numbers. That's
I could do with a nature check.
Trained?
Trained, yeah.
Okay, I won't do it.
Oh, do that then.
Oh, very good.
Oh, beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Lovely.
Yes, I do know about gremlins. Gremlins said.
Okay. I'm going to get this right this time because last time we did this, I overshared, didn't I?
And
So-
knowledge
I
surprise.
We found out who the second cousins were. We found out everything.
You did, yeah, I massively overshared. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Ember,
Yeah.
you can ask one question. Who else? Kendall can ask me a question. So we've got Kendall can ask a question. Ember can ask a question as well.
I was the only one that rolled though.
Were you the only one that rolled? Oh, everybody else is rolling survival checks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can ask me a question
What about goblins?
about gremlins.
Gremlins, sorry.
Mhm.
Why are we doing this again?
Well, wondering about gremlins. I have no idea about gremlins.
They've stolen Svetlana's ring.
You have.
And they
Oh,
put it
that!
on a tree.
Or we don't know what they are or what nature they are or anything like that.
What, like,
We know nothing
What?
about gremlins.
where would they
Mm.
live? I suppose. Or what's their
Well,
tracking?
we've been
what-
told where they live, don't we? Haven't we?
Ah,
Maybe their nature, what they can do, what.
They come out at midnight mostly.
Yeah, mostly.
Have they got any particular weaknesses? Have they got anything that they're susceptible to? It's usually that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what they look like.
all right. What are their weaknesses then?
Or maybe say, what is a gremlin?
Yeah, you don't know what is a gremlin. So you really need to. The first question you've got to ask is what is it, because you don't know what it is and you're not looking at it.
Okay.
So it's, do you know what a gremlin is? Is the first question you'd be asking me. You get a critical success, which means I can tell you what it is and I can give you more context, or you can ask a follow-up question. So in the case of, you could say, okay, so it's this, what is its weakness? What's its weakness, right? Is it weak to anything? And then I would tell you that information.
Okay, what is a gremlin then?
A gremlin is also known as a mitflit. It is a small, self-loathing and pitiful creature that is often found without oversharing. Yeah, and they are a type of fae.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. I can talk to Faye. Where do you? Oh, do I have to roll again for a follow-up question?
No, you have a follow-up question because you got a critical.
Where can you normally find them?
Hmm.
Like, what habitats are they normally living in?
They are found in anywhere that they can basically take over. If they're on the material plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no one place where you will always find them, right? If there's an empty cave system that they happen to stumble across, they would move in there. If there's a mine, they might move in there.
So it's anywhere they can nest, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But journey weaknesses of them.
I thought I'm only allowed 2 questions.
Only allowed 2 questions.
Pooh.
We should go and check this place out, right?
Indeed.
Let me search the tree.
You can try and search the tree, yeah. Give me perception checks as you make the seek action.
Is that everybody?
I'll have a poke around as well on the tree.
Did that work?
I don't have a seek action.
It's just a perception check.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah. Strictly speaking, it's in the list of actions. Everybody has access to a seek action, and that is what a perception check is, technically speaking. Oh, it's still processing.
Yeah, were you talking to me, Zed? Sorry.
Yeah, has it finished? Have a look. There's a copy and there's a non-copy. It's the non-copy that I've updated. I just saved the copy just in case it went wrong. Okay, searching around this oak tree. There's just nothing that you can. There's nothing hidden that you can find.
Hang on, I'm supposed to have 2 hero points. What have I got?
No,
Okay,
Oh, it resets.
resets. Yeah.
unless I need to reload, of course.
So should we carry on, move on to the next one?
I think we should.
Where are we
press on.
going? Where are we going
Keep
next?
keep pressing east because that's where the sycamore's supposed to be, isn't it?
Yep. Although we don't know if it's directly east or whether it's like a bit off, but I'm guessing at some point we'll see it in the distance whether it's directly
Well, it's on a hill, isn't it? So
Yeah.
We are on a hill, though.
and we can't see it from here.
No.
Let me go back and get one of the bandits. Oh, hang on, wait.
Yeah, go back and say, do you know what a sycamore is?
Yeah.
What are the leaves like?
like a hand. Oh.
Let's just take a quick 10-minute break, everybody. I just need to grab a drink and get my head back in the right frame of mind. I've lost my head for some reason. So take a quick 10-minute.
Or is it?
No worries. What are you trying to solve on Barrister?
Don't worry. I've got multiples in Path Builder, and my JSON is whatever character I've got selected in that one. That, yeah. I do like your background. Because your background light's flickering, isn't it, from the Terminator behind it? Jesus Stealer. Yeah. Yeah, I've got that. That's been fine, apart from my drop-down menu disappeared all of a sudden. Or if you don't, just kick everybody out of the house. Check your character sheet, because it's been adding it on mine.
Are we all back?
I'm here.
I think so.
Cool. Okay, let us continue. My apologies. I was trying to do 3 things at once, and it was doing my head in. So, taking a quick few minute break means I can refocus. Okay, so, yes. You are in an area with a lightning-struck old oak tree. Sits atop a small hill, but as far as you can see, there's just nothing. I mean, other than it's like a cool kind of plot on, place on the landscape. You can see out to about, a couple of miles out from this little hill, and there's just nothing. It's just clear plains, no other trees. Just moving you a second so I can set this as reconnoitered. There we go. Okay. What do you wish to do?
Just before we leave, I will detect magic just to make sure there's no illusory terrain or anything around here.
Okay.
That is a damn good idea.
All right. Give me a detect magic check. You send out a pulse that registers the presence. Okay. As you kind of focus on your detect magic, that pulse goes out, and you feel at the root of the tree the presence of magic.
Oh. Well, I don't think it might not be what I was thinking it is, but I think there's something magic in that tree. Let me go and have a look, and I'll go and have a root.
Okay. After sort of 10-15 minutes of digging around where, and every so often you're pulsing so you can try and get it just tells you the presence. It doesn't tell you where it is, right? It just gives you the presence. So it's going to take you a little bit longer.
I'll help
because everybody effectively failed their checks to actually find the location. So I'm going to add a few hours on.
Mm-hmm.
But very soaked and quite muddy, Kendall and Coruscant eventually find, well hidden amongst some of the roots of this tree, a small box about you find a heavy leather cloak. It's been kind of wrapped in a really tight bundle.
I was lucky you checked here.
Yeah, I missed that.
Well, it was buried, kind of.
It was very well
obvious.
buried.
Somebody really didn't want this finding.
Pulling out gone. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I assume it's the magic. Let me see if I've got read aura. I might have. No, I haven't. Perhaps. Yeah, I'm assuming that that's the thing that's magic.
But the cloak.
Or is there something in it? Is the leather keeping something safe?
There is a bunch of things. When you pull the leather out, there is definitely something inside the leather.
Is it the ring?
Bit big to be a ring.
The One Ring.
I will undo the leather cloak.
Okay.
And poof, powder comes into out of it.
And see what's in there.
Okay. There is a dagger. There is a book. There is a ring. And there is what appears to be a wand of some kind.
Does the ring look like Svetlana's?
It's a silver. It is a silver ring, but it doesn't match the description that Svetlana gave you of her wedding ring.
Mm.
Okay. A different tree.
I'm going to send everything
Well, it's a
to.
sycamore tree, isn't it?
There you go. Send everything to the party stash
Hmm.
for you to have a look at.
+1 dagger.
Yeah,
Unusual book.
there is a +1 dagger, an unusual looking book. The book, though, when Coriston pulls it out, a lot of the pages of the book have been damaged and water seeped. There does appear to be 5 or so pages that are usable.
It's a
Usable for
forest
what?
porn stash.
It's my stash.
Pages stuck together.
Is it pictures of wood elves?
It is wood carvings of wood elves going at it with gnomes.
Oh,
There you go.
Those gnomes.
Wow.
but is this the? Oh no, it'd be the dagger, wouldn't it? But that was giving off the magical thingies.
Well, you've got no real way of knowing. Just the presence of magic is all that the.
You can try and identify these
What?
items.
So it's a magic book.
Yeah, I think once we get the item, once we find which items are magic out of here, which we could do with placing them 30 feet away from each other and kind of walking and triangulating. Yeah, that one's magic. That one isn't.
Okay. Yeah, you can very much break the system by doing that. Not a problem.
Yeah, it's a magic.
I mean, it's
hands-free
cantrip, right?
porn book.
It is a cantrip. Yeah, I could do it forever.
So the wand is magic and the book is magic. The dagger is magic. The dagger, it's a +1 dagger.
Mm.
But both the book and the wand are magic. I'm just trying to figure out whether... Coriston, you would know immediately that the book, as you kind of browse through it, you would recognise that it is... hang on.
Mm.
The book is a spell book.
Nice. Is it a case of once you know the magic, do you make?
There's a little button to click and try and identify them for us.
Yeah.
Was there?
I think Zed's already done that for the spell book.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So you can do the exact the unusual objects. You can do that for that if you wish.
A little question mark on the right hand side.
But somebody's already clicked it and it's been revealed.
Not the unusual object. It hasn't.
Yeah, still unusual to me.
Requesting an item identification for. Would I like to proceed? Yes, I would.
It's not unusual.
By anyone.
Oh, right.
Oh, the spellbook's got.
Fire
Smells
breathing
in it.
wand.
I misclicked something there, but it doesn't matter. It appears to be a wand of fire breath. It's about a foot long. What it appears to be is kind of like it's shaped with sort of a head at the end with a mouth open, and you can see a small amount of kind of it looks like fire or something is carved coming out of the mouth.
Spellbook can hold 100 spells.
Now, apologies for the Pathfinder system-based question, but can you only use that wand if that is on your spell list?
Has to be on your spell list, or you can trick item. If you've got the feat trick
Trick item, yes. Yeah. So it allows you to use it once per day plus overcharge, whatever that means.
Coriston, I think you should have this item.
Well, I do have it prepared, so it'll either allow me to
It's a
change
free
my
shot,
spell and
isn't
get a
it?
different one, or
Recently.
have it twice.
Yeah, have it.
I think it's
Thank you very much.
one,
Take
I
that.
think.
And then looking through the spell book, as I said, the majority of the pages are damaged, but you can see the following spells: Dispel Magic, Illusionary Object, Mystic Armor, Shrink, and Unseen Servant.
Very fortunate find.
Unseen servant. What's the point of that?
It's you can set
That's
it up to do
useful.
things like open doors and stuff, and without
It's a servant, right, that you can't see, but you can get it to do things.
I'm assuming that follows the whole learning new spells thing. Each spell, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I think Coriston should be reading that book. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
definitely.
Well, I'd only be learning two of them. No, I'd be losing 3 of them actually. That's not bad.
There you go.
Yeah, awesome.
You copy them from your book. From that book into your book.
Yeah, I will do, but I think it takes money and time, so it's probably a
Does it?
downtime activity. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll drag it over so it's not in thingy, but
Cool. Okay.
Sweet.
But yeah, as far as you can tell, the ring doesn't match the description that Svetlana has given you.
Who can
Is that the
create,
silver
who can create illusions
That's a
and make it
silver
look
ring,
like
yeah.
her ring?
Can Garin, Ember, and Barristan and Jack all give me perception rolls, please? Oh.
as an aside, Zed, why are you doing that? Is it a particular style of a particular culture? Could I check on society, or is it just a generic ring?
Check on society. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Barristan, well, actually, everybody but Garin. To the southwest of you, you think in the very, very distance, through the somewhat haze of the rain, there is something that appears tree-shaped
on a hill.
in the very distance. You can't really tell if it's on a hill, but it's kind of slightly elevated and stuff.
This hex, you mean?
Ember, could that be the right thing
It's
to
a
be
bit
looking
too
for?
far to tell from this distance, though.
Very popular.
What's I can see, Barristan?
Can you see just down there, just to the southwest?
What, over here?
No, all I can see is rain and mist and shit.
If you enhance, just lean forward a bit.
Squint your eyes
Squint your eyes.
and
Trust
turn
me,
round. And turn round to the southwest.
That yeah, your other left. Yeah, that one.
I've got so. Hang on, just to. I can't use tracking on a tree, can you? You can't say that I'm tracking a tree, can you?
You can track a tree.
You don't track a tree, no. You use nature to identify the type of tree it is. But you are your point about being a long way away is absolutely spot on. There is definitely something on the horizon, right on the very edge of the horizon. It's just a little lump that looks a little bit tree-shaped, certainly to Barristan and
I think that could be what
Jack.
we're looking for. We were maybe a little far north when we were.
and it's definitely like stomping and getting bigger as it while you're stationary. The ring is quite fine. The ring is a really fine ring. You suspect that it is it's a ring that is for want of a better region, it is probably a ring from the from Brevoy
Does it have
in its kind of make.
does it have a stamp in it that says 1 of 9?
It is not one of 9, it's one of 3.
Oh no.
Bravonian ring.
Would appear to be a Bravonian ring, yes.
Hmm.
Is it like a signet type ring or any particular?
Yeah, I would say it is. Yeah, it's more of a signet type ring. Yeah.
Possibly worth waving under maybe someone's nose. Maybe
Well,
Lady
maybe-
Jimandi or
Exactly,
someone
yes.
that-
When we go back there. Maybe she said people out here before and she's lost somebody.
possibly.
Sorry, so where
No,
was this?
there's no bones next to this thing, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
An outstretched hand.
Do we think? I mean, what time of day is it? It is
Wait. Is this like a
early morningish still,
trove? So
mid morning.
Late morning.
Okay, I think we've got time to head to and look and
Basically
take a
all
look
this
at that
is-
tree to the southwest.
all that stuff under the tree is basically from someone who casts spells, isn't it?
Yes, potentially
Because it'd be a grimoire, a dagger, a wand.
stashed for some reason, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of them.
Yeah.
It's been there a while.
So
The
should
book
we
is
be
down.
moving to this hex then?
We should travel and see if we can find this. If my eyes aren't lying to me, it looks like it could be the tree we're looking for.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Hang on. This is
Have we camped yet here or not?
it's all gone dark.
You have an action left, and for some reason I've broken my map, so it's gone dark. That's on me. Hang on, I can fix that. There you go. That's why it's not moving. Okay, so you travel southwest. The shape on the shape in the horizon, as you sort of close the distance, travel sort of 10 or so miles, that shape continues to get larger, and you realize that it is definitely a tree. And for those of you who are not elves, probably the biggest tree you have ever seen in your life. It does stand on a small rise, although a hill is probably not strictly how you would describe it. It's just kind of a lump in the, a lump on the landscape. That's the word I'm looking
Almost
for.
like the roots have pushed up the land around it.
Yeah. But the thing that catches your attention is the fact that this tree is 100 foot high.
Jesus.
That's a big fucking tree.
Sycamore
And
tree.
it's kind of, it's 100, at least 100 foot high, and equally, not 100 foot wide, but certainly 40, 50, 60 feet wide. And it's huge.
Embers, trees don't grow that big.
Yeah,
I've never seen one that tall.
they're normally in big forests, though. We'd have one on its own out here.
About
Ancient, given its height.
about a mile, maybe a mile and a half before you reach the tree, it is really dominating the landscape. You start to notice here and there the ground has been churned up, and then you see a body of a gremlin, stripped of everything but undergarments.
What?
And then, not too far away, what appears to be the body of a kobold.
What's gremlin or the myth look like?
Oh.
It looks like
You may have just stepped into a turf war.
Wait, sycamore tree, isn't that the one that got chopped down in
Yes,
Scotland?
indeed. Which is why I said, like when we first mentioned it, can we chop it down?
Well, that's not as
Ah.
big as... That's not 100
It's
foot
Sycamore
tall.
Gap, isn't it?
Sycamores can get pretty big, I know that.
Yeah.
I think sycamores could be like 100 foot tall and not 70 foot wide. They
Yep.
they do go big.
Oh.
The other thing as well, as you're getting closer to this thing, you realise that it's not the traditional sort of brownish colour that you would expect it to be, but it seems to be very grey. And Ember, give me a nature check. Give me a nature roll, Ember. To your eyes, this is a dying tree, close to the end of its life.
No, you're right.
Yeah, the Gap one was only famous because of the film, and it's quite a young tree.
It was over a couple hundred
I
years
think.
old. So.
Yeah, it's quite young.
As you continue to get closer to the tree, you can see more bodies. Here and there, clusters, as though they've been left where they've fallen, and they've fallen in battle.
I was about to say, can I inspect one with medicine
Yeah,
to see what sort of weapons might have killed them?
Absolutely.
I will attempt to do a medicine check then.
Correct.
On the button. There's the button.
Nice.
Kobolds seem to show signs of slashing weapons, swords, etc.
Large or
Mitflicks,
small?
small.
So,
Or
less
for
fighting
smaller
each other,
things.
potentially.
What about the gremlins?
The gremlins show signs of a mixture of spears and blades.
Why do I think the gremlins are going to ask us to get rid of the kobolds and give us a ring?
Or
If we
vice
do it.
versa.
Where has this happened before?
That may not have been out of character.
No. You continue to get closer?
Yeah, I think we should maybe try and
Yeah, I
a
think we should
little.
be cautious-ish, right?
Is there any like things we can hide behind? It's just massive plain. We're on, isn't it?
It's just a fairly open plain at the moment.
I got nothing really.
Let's
Long grass?
pick up a lip flick body and then hold it in front of us and like pretend it's walking forwards.
We're a bit big compared to one of them. You need like two standing on just each other's shoulders.
I don't think he was being serious.
Oh, okay. Right.
But we should scout, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
much,
I'll
yeah.
scout for gremlins or kobolds. I can't do both.
Gremlins, but
Whatever's in the tree.
Mitflicks.
Around the tree.
Oh, anything small.
Yeah.
It's got a sword in its hand.
Okay.
But I think if how's your wolf's nose?
Only 30 foot in radius.
So what?
Only a 30-foot radius. But if you pick something up, you can follow it. If it's, and I think if it's downwind, or upwind, I can extend it by the GM's discretion.
I mean, a 30-foot radius nose is pretty big.
Could the scent of these be followed with tracking?
Yeah, but we've already found them.
No,
but
but-
entrance.
They're not all here, are they?
Oh, so let's look for tracks as well. Which
You
way
could.
they came
You
from.
could, but you can be aided with your wolf, can't you? With imprecise scent.
Okay.
Give me a nature check. Sorry, a survival check, Dart.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled off 19.
You're still a little bit too far away. You're too far out from the tree itself currently. Still probably a quarter of a mile away. What you can see around you is the churned up grass and plain.
Just by
And
massive
again,
battle, basically, you're saying.
say again?
They just look like a massive battle of small creatures.
It's not a massive battle. It looks like a skirmish. There's maybe a dozen or so mixed gremlin and kobold bodies that you've seen over the last sort of mile and a half that you've been travelling.
Do I know that they just leave their bodies to rot where they die, or is that not something normally they do in their society?
You have no idea. You're not an expert in their society.
That's why I'm asking.
Give me a recall knowledge roll.
For what kind of
Nature. Are you interested in the kobolds or the gremlins?
kobolds? Oh no, sorry, I meant the gremlins.
The gremlins. They wouldn't. They probably wouldn't leave their bodies just to rot out in a plane. And so, to your mind, they are. They're probably concerned that they're going to get attacked while they're out there by the kobolds.
It's an active battlefield.
Ember,
Yes.
Ember, go scout ahead.
Oh, okay, I'll take my pet with him and see if he can scent
We'll
anything.
fall behind.
Okay.
I'll move. How far away am I from this tree anyway?
At the moment, you're about a quarter of a mile away.
Oh, okay. That's
Should
quite
move
far.
as a group. I don't like the idea of us getting too distant when there could be, well, based on the bodies, a number of these creatures around.
Well,
I know they're not particularly threatening individually, but
my theory was if everybody goes ahead, we can fall behind stealthy as we can.
There's nowhere to hide around here though.
no, we're in an
Just
open
stick
plain,
together.
so
Okay, let's go charge.
Best to stick together, I suppose.
not charge, but stay as a group and keep a weather eye.
Yep.
Well, it's almost useful to have a scout though, because then you get the +1 to initiative.
Yes, we're going cautiously.
Just saying.
That's the activity. Yes.
How does that work?
If we were in exploration, you'd have one person scout and you get a +1 to your.
You do because you've got someone keeping an eye.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if
But don't you move at half your speed? I presume.
I think we're cautiously moving in towards this place anyway. We're not just
dude.
riding
You are.
up, so we're moving at
Yeah.
half speed anyway.
Okay.
It seems very quiet. As you kind of get closer and closer, there is no sign of any movement.
When you say quiet, do you mean naturally quiet or unnaturally quiet?
Naturally quiet. You can hear birds, and there's even in the amongst the rain and things, you can see a falcon or a hawk or something dive down just out on the horizon, but there's no sort of sign of any gremlins or any kobolds or anything lurking around the area.
So are we getting close to the tree now? Can we see if there's any?
You're now within maybe a couple of 100 feet of the tree.
How wide is this tree? Because didn't
About
they say they're living in it or under it or?
The tree trunk is. I don't know. Tell me how big the tree trunk is.
You say 40, 60 feet.
I would say the tree trunk is probably 20 to 25 feet wide.
It's got an extensive root system.
And it has a massive root system. Yes.
Okay.
I think as we move forward, I'm going to raise my shield and just be cautious in approach.
All right. About 50 or so feet away from the trunk itself, you come to an almost ring of mixture of kobold and mitflick bodies.
Oh, last stand.
Potentially.
Well, this is good news. We don't have to fight anything.
Or were they flushed out by something?
Yeah, I mean that's what kind of my question is about to be.
Did they delve too deep?
Well, yeah. Does it assessing the kind of battlefield? Can we figure out what was going on?
Give me a
Law warfare?
Law warfare, yeah.
Yeah, if you're expecting a "you shall not pass from me," you ain't getting it.
If I see that, I'm legging it.
You're Legolas.
Yeah, Legolas.
Terrible either, actually.
Do I still have law warfare? I don't think I've got that anymore.
You can't make it much out other than it was a brutal fight. No quarter spared on either side. Very hard to tell which side won, which side lost. No real sign of whether wounded individuals were able to crawl off or move away. You're now within about 30 feet of the sycamore's trunk. And now, definitely when you look up, you are definitely under the canopy of the trees, of the tree.
There's no sort of entranceways through the boles or anything at the roots.
Give me a perception check.
I think as I'm moving forward, I'm keeping my eyes open as well, so I'll roll a perception.
Yep.
Oh, very good one, though.
I'll also kick off a detect magic and shut out the magic that's in the group.
Okay. You make a fairly tight circle around the trunk in amongst the roots, and sure enough, you find an entrance that has a number of vines and things that have been kind of left to grow slightly over top of it. But you realise that if you can, you push them to one side, there is a small entranceway that seems to go down inside the tree.
What happens when we peer down through that entrance? Is it just pure darkness?
It seems to drop into it seems to drop 10 feet down into some kind of tunnel. There are roots, though, that you look like you could probably grab hold of and climb down.
In which case, Dart, just lead the way.
I need a torch because I don't have night vision.
That's light on you.
Who has?
Yeah, I was about to say I could cast light or.
I mean, I'm going to need some light once we've decided that we don't want to sneak up on anything.
Yeah, would you like my light spell attached to you?
Not really, because then I'd just be a massive target.
Pop out your dagger and you sheath it.
I can attach it to me then, and I can head down there.
Well, it'd be better having
My
a
shield
tank
up.
go down because I've just got my bow. Well, actually, I'm going to swap to my short bow because my long bow is not going to be much use down here.
Well, if Kendall wants to take point, I will be just behind in case.
Yep, I mean, I'm not very stealthy, but I'll go forward with my shield in front of me. Apparently,
likewise.
as a gleaming fucking beacon.
Yeah, I've got my shield as well.
Yes.
Okay. Who is going down first then?
Me.
The tank.
Give me an athletics check, please.
I'm not sure you'll be able to do it with your shield.
Oh yeah, we're climbing down first, so we probably can't.
Oh, we're climbing down.
Hang on, athletics, right?
In fact, can we see from the top with light shedding down how deep this is? Sorry.
Yes.
Start climbing down into the abyss.
It's about 10 feet deep and seems to be opens up into some kind of
We could
That's
lower
cool.
and drop pretty easily.
Yeah.
I got a rope we could attach to just climb down on.
Well,
It might be a good idea.
the entrance, I will cast my internal ropes.
Oh.
I reached my stomach and pull on my intestines and throw them down.
So it's less repellable and more repulsive.
Ugh.
What the actual?
What the hell is
I
that?
don't do that shit, and that's a good spell.
I really could have done with not seeing that as I got rope in my hand. I'm not using your intestines. I'm sorry.
I'm tying the rope off, yeah.
Holy shit!
You know you wanna.
You pull out a large handful of guts from your midsection.
Yep.
It's just
Throw it
ridiculous.
down, and then I'll climb down myself,
Okay.
and anybody else
Wouldn't
can
it
do
just
it
be
as well.
slippery?
Whee! It's
Just
where
use it.
spells. It's where spells. I was like, I want that.
Like a squishy rope.
Yes.
That is minging. That is absolutely minging.
Barrel's
Don't do
tying
that
off his
again.
rope. Yeah.
It's 10-foot drop. How tall is Garin? Sorry.
Well, Garen's a few inches shorter now.
Yes.
How tall's Kendall? Sorry.
Kendall doesn't have a height at the moment, but let's say he's about 6 foot.
Okay. Well, if you go down, I'll lower myself, but not climb. And then if you grab my feet and lower me, and that would be much appreciated.
Barriston's over 6 foot tall, so
Please be
Okay.
inside me.
Well, I'm an elf, so I'm pretty tall as well, aren't I?
I'm thinking about for when we need to get out of here. I'm still tying the rope off.
Okay, Kendall.
Yeah.
As you come down, so it's going to be you coming down first. Come down into sort of a passageway. You kind of start to follow. Behind you is Coruscant, and the rest of the group are kind of faffing over whose intestines they're going to use to climb down into the cave below.
How far down is it?
10 feet.
Oh, I'll just use my cat's grace to just drop down on my feet.
Okay.
Use my
You
intestines.
drop down straight behind. You drop down straight behind Coruscant.
And I will immediately step behind him.
And
I am moving forward with a shield raised.
Okay. As you drop down to an area. 3 tiny, crude wooden workbenches occupy the centre of sort of the passageway. Kind of opens out into a room, occupies the centre of the room. Top strewn with various tools, metal, and wooden hardware and blocks of wood. As you kind of come down, you can hear a giggling sound.
Can we sort of use perception to locate where it's coming from?
You can.
Let's just click on that one then.
Nice.
Oh, that'll do.
It's coming from ahead. It comes directly ahead of you. Wherever it seems to be, where you can see these workbenches, you can hear the giggling coming from somewhere nearby, and then the giggling stops, and a voice whispers something. I don't know if anybody understands Undercommon, do they?
No, I don't.
No.
No.
I know Faye.
I know Sackroth, which I think is the new name for Undercommon. I think.
Is it?
I think so. I think they changed the name.
Damn it.
So what? Thakroth.
Let me have a look. Okay.
Have I managed to lower myself down yet?
SAKVROTH. Let me have a.
Thakroth. Yes, uncommon. Yeah, got it. Okay, in which case you can hear Urch? Is that a light I see? We should be wary. Somebody comes our way. I'll hide. We kill. Pesky kobolds.
Well, the good news is they know we're here. The good news is we know they're here, and they're hiding, and they're going to kill us, apparently.
Yeah, but they think we're kobolds.
They do.
Do you want to talk to them? Tell them we're not kobolds.
Okay. I'm going to pull you to here.
I'm still going to keep ahead of him. Just
Now, I appreciate for some of you, you're just going to be looking at a black map because you're not actually on the map. So as you kind of walk forwards, what I'll do is I'll stack everybody behind so you can at least all see what is going on. Here.
Should I dismount myself?
Mounted now. Yeah, I can take the mount off now.
Everybody should be dismounted, yeah.
Oh, right. They're right enough.
Should I have hearty meal critical on me?
Yes. Yeah.
Gone. I haven't got that. Should I have dragged it?
I didn't drag it.
No, I think I don't. I don't know. As the three of you kind of step in, you notice these two figures kind of crouching behind the tables. One of them seems to have a strange little device in their hand, something in their hands that you can't really sort of see. It seems to be something made out of bone and branches. And they're kind of crouching there and they're looking.
well, I think you're up, Coruscant.
We mean you no harm. There's no need to hide, and there's no need to try and kill us. We're just taking shelter from the rain. Please come out of the shadows, and we can talk like civilized beings.
Are you saying this in undercommon?
I'll say it in a second, and then I'll repeat it in common.
All one speak our language.
Indeed.
All one not threaten us.
No, indeed, you have a civilized tongue, so I would use it. I'm not sure my friends do, but if we can switch to common, maybe if you speak our tongue, then that might be beneficial for all to stop any confusion. We followed the trail of your past outside. It seems you're having some problems.
Nasty kobolds. Nasty kobolds got more nasty since the new leader arrived. But you should really speak to Grabbles. Grabbles our boss. Grabbles in War Room. You definitely mean us no harm?
Well, sure, we've not come here to harm you, if that's what you mean.
Then go. Which way are you going to tell you to go? That way. Go west. And he points over here. Follow passage. Jump chasm. Find Grabbles. Tell him you're here to help. Tell him Urch sent you.
Did you ask about the ring?
We'll ask Grabbles, who's the boss. We've got to head west and jump a chasm, apparently. But we're through here, so. Oh, we will. We'll go and speak to Grabbles then. You stand your post. You're doing a grand job.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell Urch that as well.
We're playing a game. You want to play a game?
Oh, what game?
Sit floor. You're too tall in here, and actually, the ceiling in here is not that high, so it's probably about 5 feet. So you're all crouching. Play game. Sit.
Go then. I'll sit.
What kind of
Open
game
mouth.
is this?
Open mouth.
Actually, I wouldn't know what they're saying, would I? So I wouldn't sit.
Don't open your mouth.
So I don't know.
If he stands one zip, he's lost it.
I'll just stand there looking like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, if you sit down, they're playing a game. If you want, you can sit down and open your mouth, and they're playing a game.
I don't think so.
Jake, it sounds fun.
I'll give you a look in the air, right?
Oh,
Okay.
Jack, sorry, not Jake. Yeah.
The other one kind of looks at Urch, who's been talking to you, and says, "Are they going to play?" And he shakes this kind of bone and twig thing that he's got in his hand.
If you
Are they
don't
going
want
to play?
if you don't want to play, Jack, I'll play.
Do I understand what they're saying? Are they speaking common or is it just uncommon?
They're speaking undercommon / far.
Okay, so I wouldn't understand what they're talking about, so I'd just stay standing and just wonder what's going on.
I'll play then. Now, you don't mean to harm me, do you? Use the answer like I gave you.
No need to harm. What you do is you sit there with your mouth open, and Dingletooth fires balls into your mouth. And if he gets them into your mouth, you swallow them. And that's 1 point to Dingletooth.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a
Balls
receptacle.
in your mouth. That's awesome.
What
What
are these
the
balls?
speaking goblin or
Speaking Sackvroth, which is the new name for Undercommon.
oh, no, sorry.
I know some people who do play games and get balls shot in the mouth, but I'm not one of those in the city. Those were other wizards, I'm afraid. Mainly illusionists.
Well, probably a good job. We've only got a couple of balls left.
Sorry.
Well, are they balls that you make, or if I find some, can I bring you some? Can I see what balls they are?
Basically, yeah, you can. They are they're a little bit of a better quality sling stone. Effectively, they're marbles.
I'll take some sling bullets out then. I'll say, well, if you're running out, maybe you could use some of these.
Tarwan has more marbles. We can carry on playing, Dingletooth. And Dingletooth goes, exciting. You sure you don't want to join in?
No, you enjoy yourself.
We have a contraption. Okay. Well, you can
Maybe on the way out. Maybe on the way out.
go speak with Grabbles, and we'll carry on playing.
Not 5 sling bullets off.
Okay. And what you'll see is Dingletooth grabs one of the bullets, sticks it into the kind of contraption he's got, and immediately turns, and Urch kind of opens her mouth, and you watch as he kind of moves his arm a little bit, squeezes something, and this basically it's a catapult. Fires this stone, and Urch goes, gets it in her mouth, and goes and swallows it. He goes, "Ha! 1 point to me."
We need some exploding balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack could play that game and it'd have a different outcome.
Harrison's very bemused by all this. He's just like, what are we doing? Why are we...
Diplomatizing. So we're fine, guys. If we go down there, head west, we're going to come across something to jump over. We'll jump over that, and then we're going looking for the boss, who's called Grabbles.
Right. So we're gonna go deeper into this warren of roots.
Absolutely.
These things behind us.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're just busy playing.
I mean, they seem harmless enough for now. Are they armed, by the way? I'm assuming they are.
They've got a catapult. They've got a catapult.
As you hang on
Yeah, I'm
before you start moving anywhere.
I'd just like to remind you that these things have been brutally murdering kobolds. Kobolds have been murdering them. They're not that cute.
Oh, I know. I know.
Okay.
So what, you want us
Two
to
sides
defend
to
the
every
kobolds instead
story.
then?
I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying a jolly.
Oh, we need a fireball.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
I think that's everybody.
Holy shit!
I can't see anything.
Should I be able to see like two armies?
Give me a second, Art. Yeah. You can. Oh, I don't know why there's Kobold Warriors there. Hang on. Why Kobold Warriors?
That's what I was about to say. Are they like
Are they
literally
still
facing
fighting?
off?
It's like Space
Just walk
Invaders.
through the middle. Excuse us.
There should be that many Kobold. Yeah, there should be that many Kobold Warriors down there. I think I must have accidentally thingy. You should all be able to see because you've got
Light.
light
I
from
can't see
Sorental,
anything.
right?
Yep.
Well, I've got light on my staff. And did you cast it as well, Burston?
Yeah, I cast it on.
I can't see
My
any.
good friend,
Oh wait, I've moved. Oh, it's because we moved to another map area. That's why.
I'm
Correct,
half elven,
Dar.
so I've got low light vision.
Okay, so as you kind of come down this kind of very tight passageway, you open up, and you can hear, as you come down it further, you can hear a louder and louder shriek of terror. And as you come down past thick tangles of long pallid roots that seem to obscure the walls of this kind of egg-shaped cavern, to the east you get a sense that the cavern opens into a wide root-filled chasm. In here, a group of 6 gremlins are joyously torturing a kobold.
Oh.
Okay. Actually, no, there are these kobolds. There are 3 kobolds that hang limply on the walls. By basically they've been kind of chained, like roped up, fastened up on the wall, their feet just a little bit above the ground level. All of them have gashes and blood pooled on the floor underneath them. The remaining kobold is surrounded by a group of mitflits who are kind of whacking and bashing and poking at this poor unfortunate kobold that is shrieking in a mixture of pain and terror.
Where about which kobold is this one?
This.
I'm going to try and intercede.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Obviously, I'm going to shout stop at them and
And how are you planning on doing that? Are you going to shout stop? Okay.
yes, and I will try and push myself in between with my shield.
Okay. As you kind of yell stop, and they all kind of pause as this kind of you're stooping a little bit, and you kind of push your shield in front of this kobold, and you keep yelling at the mitflits, and they just kind of stop for a second and kind of look at you, slightly bemused and a little bit confused. They obviously don't know what you're saying.
I will take a glance at my companion of many tongues.
And I'll just shout, "My friend is telling you to stop. We're here to see Grabbles."
Why should we stop? Tortuk would not stop. He would do this to us, no matter who came to see him.
Tortuk.
Who?
Tortuk.
Who's Tortuk?
Tortuk.
Oh, I can't hear this guy. Sorry.
Who's Tarsuk?
Your Kobold new leader.
New leader. What's happened to Grabbles?
No,
That's
the
the wrong.
yeah.
Grapple planning to attack Tortuk.
Oh, sorry.
We're trying to get information from this one. We're trying to get information from this one, and the one of them kind of tries to kind of edge his way around Barristan's shield with a slightly pointed stick, and he's looking like he's going to try and poke the kobold. And shrieks and immediately kind of backs behind Barristan. You told people interfering. We need information how to attack and deal with Tortuk and his people. Oh, you going to speak to Grabbles?
Yes.
Maybe you could deal with Tortuk.
We could,
For us.
and we would probably do a better job of interrogating this kobold as well.
Kobold
Interrogation's one thing, torture's another.
Anybody read that?
Don't know.
No.
Well, I'm assuming he's swearing at me.
If nobody can read that. Okay,
Yeah.
You can. Okay. He's jabbering away in Draconic, basically saying, "Help me, help me!" I can take you to our master. He would be grateful for you rescuing me. He'd be even more grateful if you bring the sacred statue back.
I'll turn to the Netflix and just go, 1 second, I'm just talking to him. And go, what sacred statue? And I assume the Mitflitz stole it?
There's always three sides to the story.
Statue. The Tortuk wants the statue. It is the sacred statue.
Whose sacred statue?
Whose statue is it, though?
Ours.
Okay, well,
They stole it from us.
what I can do, sit tight. I'll arrange for you not to be tortured here now. And then when we come back, if we make it back, I'll say you're volunteering to take us to their leader, your leader. And that'll be part of our interrogation. Okay?
You saying that's one of the Mitflicks?
No, I'm saying that to the thingy in Draconic.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you to sit tight. We're going talking to the Mitflitz leader. Mm-hmm. Then we'll be getting a job, and we'll be taking you out of here. So sit tight, and hopefully the torture will stop.
Mostly. He nods. The kobolds kind of look. Not kobolds, sorry. The gremlins look excited.
And then
I kind of.
Go on.
No, go.
No, I was going to say, and then I'll turn back. I'll turn back to the Mitflitz and go. We're going to come back and interrogate your prisoner. We'll get the answers you need, and he will cooperate. But he needs to be in this health No worse when we get back. We'll go and speak to your leader.
He needs to be alive.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Can I assist with intimidation?
No. Yes, I'll give you a +2. Oh, actually, give me a flat DC 10 check first with your intimidation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
Yep. Okay.
making it clear that if they don't listen, that they'll be an angry Barristan.
Yeah. Give me a diplomacy roll with a +2 bonus. I think diplomacy is a skill, right?
Yeah, diplomacy skill.
Indeed, there'll be a dart.
I was looking on my spell list earlier to see if there's any kind of comprehend language type stuff, but I didn't see it on the divine.
The lead gremlin, Mitflick, kind of looks at you and has a bit of a crestfallen look on his face as he looks between Corriston and Barristan and then nods. We wait. But if Grabbles doesn't like you, we kill this one.
Oh, yes. We won't have any say in it.
Good. Grabbles that way. Points.
We will have a say. We will have a say, but it won't be one you want.
Yeah.
Rebels doesn't like us. I suspect we'll be rampaging our way out of it.
Yes. And the next time they see us, I'll be breathing fire into this place.
No.
Using the wand.
Nice.
Yeah, but then you'll kill the kobolds as well.
Not my problem.
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
But Barristan's not particularly trying to defend the kobold because he thinks kobolds are amazing. He just doesn't
like
agree with the torture.
Yeah.
Torture shit, yeah.
Kill it. Just kill it. Don't.
Yeah, well, exactly that. That's what I was going to say, but I realised I couldn't speak
Yeah.
either of the languages. I was like, don't torture him, just kill him. If you're going to do it, get rid of him.
They watch as you head eastwards.
Feeling really generous, put a knife in his hand and stab him while he's defending himself. That's what Barristan would do.
A blunt knife. A butter knife.
Barristan's a bit nicer than that.
A spoon.
I mean, he's using a hand and a half sword, but you get a knife.
You spread butter with a hand and a half.
You did cast light, didn't you?
Yeah.
What did you cast light on?
The end of my staff.
There you
There
go,
we go.
that's
Better. I actually now have light turned on. There you
I
go.
got the little crystal and I blew on it and it put light and I put it in the top.
Okay, so as you kind of head eastwards, you come to a chasm that splits the passage. The chasm is a few yards wide, twice as deep. Tangled roots fill the entire area. The passage continues on the far side, and between the two ledges, loops have been tied to serve as handholds.
Yet I don't think the token's on there.
Is it not?
Use your up and down
Yeah, I think
arrows. Use your arrows.
Oh no, I was using it and it wasn't working. Now it is. That's weird.
We're all weird.
Okay.
Where's my wolf?
Your wolf has not come down with you.
It hasn't.
No.
Why?
It's an outdoorsy kind of creature.
Don't like it.
Mostly because I didn't drag it down, to be
I was
honest.
going to say, because the token hadn't come down. And it also might not wanted to take a 10-foot nosedive.
It can jump down, you know.
Okay, for the for the sake of this, the wolf is down with you.
Are we supposed to jump over that gap or something?
Oh, how wide is the gap?
It's as wide as you see. I think about 10 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay.
You'll need to be able to clear 10 feet to get across, or you can use the handholds.
How strong do the handholds look?
Or you can go up and across and down.
Sounds okay.
Quite a lot of branches and stuff in the roots and things, aren't there?
Yeah.
How tall's the ceiling?
It's not that tall. It's about 10 feet above you maximum.
Oh, so we can't really
And
jump.
the chasm is how deep?
About 20 feet.
I'm going to use the handholds to get across.
Yeah, I agree. I'd do the same.
Yeah.
But hang on,
Okay.
we should have Coruscant close to the front so I can not get attacked.
So we can see where we're going.
Where is
Okay. All right. You're just going to go across, are you?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Give me an athletics check.
We'll wait until somebody goes across and then throw them a rope.
Yeah, that's
And
my
then
plan. I'm gonna,
someone tie it up and then tie it around me.
yeah, so
No
I'm gonna leave one end of my rope with Coruscant, and I'll stroll across.
Eddie, you're still on your horse.
Yeah, he is. He's brought his horse down. Okay.
I just killed it.
You sling your shield across your back, sheath your sword, grab one of these handholds and start pulling yourself up and across. You get about 2/3 of the way when a handhold rips away from the wall,
Of course it does.
sends you 20 feet down into the chasm below. You are going to take 10 points of damage as you crash down in the bottom of the chasm. Immediately that happens, your eyesight is drawn to the darkness of the chasm, seeming to unfurl itself
Oh dear.
as a huge creature.
I raise my shield.
Wait,
Raising my shield.
wait.
The bunny
A
rabbit.
huge
Oh,
creature comes slithering out of the
Giant.
darkness.
Oh my god.
We roll for initiative next week.
Oh, that looks evil.
Oh, motherfucker.
I love it when I get to leave it on a cliffhanger.
hang on, I got a 20 on that athletics check.
No,
Well, he
it's a
didn't
20.
hang on the cliff.
Clearly,
You
you're a bit shit at climbing.
you got a 20 on the athletics check, but you did not spot the loose handholds that are designed to rip away from the wall and ceiling and drop unsuspecting people down into the chasm below.
That's sneaky.
Should
Wow.
should use my
That's
guts.
not a giant centipede, that's a huge centipede.
Also said you were bastard.
It is a huge centipede, yeah. Yeah. It's a lovely creature, this.
I can't believe it's 10 o'clock already.
It's 10:05, nearly 10:10, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy tonight?
Very much.
Amazing, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, you had that.
I do like the exploration, but I also don't like the exploration. And I need to wrap my head around it a bit more, I think, so I get to it liking it
I
better.
think when it stops being fiddly.
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny because we're still learning bits of it, right?
Yeah.
I look as a mini game within the game.
It is a mini game within the game. And it is important because you do need to map the land, so when you get to establish your kingdom, you get to make choices about where you build things, and it's probably important that you know what's around and start thinking. Not right now, but start thinking about that.
Assuming at some point we can pay people to scout stuff, right?
Yep.
I'll say that. I'm not doing that. I'm hiring some bastard to go and map.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if we
Come
find
back.
something very interesting, then we'll go to investigate.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be fair, now we know where the loose handholds are. There's only
Wait,
it's a 5-way
so
split, isn't it?
So our kingdom's
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
true.
in this area then. So
Your kingdom is going to be wherever you build your kingdom, Dart. Within the Stolen Lands map,
Mm.
which, bear in mind, is 32,000 square kilometres.
So if
There,
we come
then.
across civilizations in here, we can abdicate them.
You can do all
We
sorts,
can
yeah.
eject them and all sorts, yeah.
The whole goal, ultimately, is for you to reclaim the Stolen Lands on behalf of Brevoy and create your own kingdom and have a kingdom that you manage and look after. And then we retire the group. And if you look at later scenarios, the kingdom that the adventurers establish is actually on the map.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
we
cool.
pacify the area, and then we produce money for not Bravoy.
No, you
That's
produce
right.
money for you produce money for yourself. If you remember the charters that everybody else was given, it was to establish their own kingdom. And then
I thought we paid a
trade.
tithe.
Taxes.
The idea is Bravoy wants to create allies.
Correct. Yeah.
Let's just take over the whole area.
You like this little snake then, dear?
No.
Serpent?
No, I
Centipede.
closed the picture down. 'cause it's
Huge,
giving me
ginormous
creeps.
insect of death.
We're never going to meet it because
You
It's making my
have to-
skin itch.
Some of you are going to have to jump down there and help.
but
Maris-
do we?
It's going to be straight down there.
Do we?
Harrison's upset because he's not at the front, so he's. I can see a running leak coming
Yeah.
on top of the creature.
I can see collateral damage.
Couldn't, because I left the other end of the rope attached to Corriston, right? Couldn't he have caught me and quickly dragged me back up?
Have you seen his strength?
And he's got a knife.
Yeah, I let go of that shit. You started falling.
Well, you're going to remember who to protect.
The reason, there's a
Do you know
reason.
what? If you can't, if you couldn't be here last week, that's
He's not
the thing.
rage, you know. He's not playing rage anymore.
No.
You know what? The unfortunate thing is, next week, I can't be here for the game.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
The kennel meat gets lost.
That's all right. Just remember, roll up a new character.
Yeah, have you got your backup started?
He'll get to his feet. He'll unhinge his shield, raise his shield, and scream.
There is one thing for you guys to remember, by the way. I have a new ability called Devoted Guardian. So anybody who is next to me gets a +1 AC bonus as long as my shield is up.
That's
I like
nice.
that.
Only +1.
It's only
Yes.
+1.
Oh,
for now.
yeah, it's nice though.
What kind of bonus is it? Circumstance or
Circumstance, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's circumstance.
sounds like
And
it should be.
And if and when I get a tower shield, that'll go to +2.
Sounds like me just standing at the back and singing a song, isn't it? Really?
Don't worry, guys. I'll roll a crit and shoot it between the eyes.
That's
Have you
true.
taken up the
Please do.
Bastion archetype then?
Yeah, circumstance bonus to AC.
We'll save you, guy. Don't you worry. Well, they will, but I'll be like, hey, well done.
Just waving at me from afar.
Pom poms are out. You've got this.
Go, you can do it. Oh, and raise your shield.
Ooh.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Folks.
Yeah, good sessions, Ed. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Enjoyed it.
This is going to be horrible, though.
Mm.
It's
fine.
not. Well, it'd be
Right,
Okay,
folks,
well-
I'm going to hit the sack.
We'll
No.
have to
Okay.
yeah, no,
Take
no,
Take care, buddy.
I shall do the same as well. So, thank you for the game. I was really enjoyed that session tonight.
Nice
Good
to see you,
fun.
Jet. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was good fun. Good fun.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. See
Loads of
you,
enjoyment.
see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week, Jack. Night.
Bye.
Bye. Oh. Yeah, that was awesome. Really enjoyed that.
Gonna be horrible.
That's fine.
No, it's not. I'm gonna have to jump down like an idiot.
No, if I chuck my guts out again, he'd climb up. Which
Oh,
is
it might-
the weirdest,
it might-
sickest
it might-
spell I've ever had.
It might eat up your guts. That was the thing. You're like, oh, jump,
Distraction.
jump, 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 jump.
Just pull you down.
Yeah, you're at the end of it.
Yeah, I don't get it because it's like I chuck my guts out, they're back in there, and it's like, hold on. But it's something like say if something eats them, do they go back in, or do I really struggle to have a crap in the morning?
You have to wait for 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't jump down 20 feet. I'll knock myself down, won't I?
I'll push you.
Jump onto it. Heroic leap.
No, we looked at how that
Oh,
worked
God,
last time,
yes.
and it's worse for the person jumping on than it is for the receiver. Which is
Ah, no,
what
But
no, that's-
cinematic wise, it's awesome.
That's if you do death from above. But if you say I'm jumping on top of it, but attacking it when I get there, you get the attacking first, and it just looks awesome.
It does look awesome. Yeah, you can't complain with that.
Okay.
Death from Above's brilliant all day long, no matter what game you play.
Granted, you'll be prone after that, and it'll probably devour you. But you've got armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got a cam to record it.